Hello, my name's Yi Ying. I'm a researcher at Delft University of Technology. Various virtual research environments, or VREs, are already under development to support modern scientific research. However, most existing VREs are monodisciplinary or domain-specific VREs. Research on many global challenges, such as climate change, energy transition, and aging society, need to combine data from several disciplines and requires multidisciplinary collaboration. VREs can support the research activities aiming at finding solutions for this. However, it is not clear what requirements are in a multidisciplinary VRE. In this lecture, we will discuss the essentials for building a multidisciplinary VRE. This presentation is based on a paper presented at the 10th International Workshop on Science Gateways. According to Zoldwijk and Jeffrey, VREs consist of three major components or layers. E-infrastructures provides information and communication technology facilities. E-research infrastructures provides datasets, software, and computing resources. The VRE provides online environments for its users to cooperatively work together and to conduct various research activities. VRE supports research by interconverting between the multiple underlying ERIs supported by E-infrastructures, while the VRE users neither know nor care about the underlying E-infrastructure. The perspective of the user, the researcher's needs, is essential for developing the VREs. Many VREs have been developed and used for specific research domains. For example, the Everest in earth sciences. EPOS is another example in earth sciences. The VSIM in life sciences, climatology, and digital cultural heritage. And the Gini pattern in biological science. The requirements engineering process concerns the investigation and understanding the actual goals, needs, and expectations of users regarding a system. Based on existing requirements engineering research, we derived the four common elements as shown in the figure, namely elicitation, analysis and negotiation, evaluation, and evolution management. The first step, requirements elicitation, helps to discover and conceptualize system requirements through information gathering and user needs identification. Once the initial set of user requirements has been formulated, the requirements need to be detailed, discussed, and agreed by stakeholders in the second step, namely the analysis and negotiation phase. In this lecture, I will explain the first two steps applied to VRE requirements research. We used semi-structured interviews, publicly available documentations of existing VRE research projects, and characterization of VRE to identify user needs. 10 interviews have been conducted with VRE developers and potential VRE end users. 8 VRE projects have been investigated. In our study, we found that scientists would like to use VRE as a shorthand for the data processing tools and technologies, so that they can conveniently make use of resources and technical infrastructures available both locally and remotely to conduct their research. Meanwhile, they can interact with other researchers who might be from different places. Therefore, VREs need to provide tools and computing resources related to data acquisition, data storage, data processing, and data analysis. According to several interviewees, a quickly accessible, reliable, easy to use, no-cost VRE is expected. In addition, some interviews indicate that VRE should deal with data containing privacy-sensitive information in a safe and trustworthy way. Research into monodisciplinary VREs already shows that Many challenges exist for the use of VRE, including understanding the creation context of research data, large amounts of data generating from various sources, data quality control issues, privacy issues, the expectation of users on the system levels, availability of technology issues. Even more challenges exist for the development of the multidisciplinary VREs, such as the availability of data from different sources, data use licensing for different organizations, scalability in terms of connecting high-performance computing facilities, system management responsibility, and financial support. Another challenge concerns the access policy. Some VRE only provide service to authorized researchers. Researchers from other disciplines or general public cannot easily access some of these VREs. Some VREs are only still in the development phase. The usability of these functionalities significantly varies. These VREs mainly provide datasets download and limited data analysis tools. The collaboration, training, and support functionalities are largely missing in these VREs and ERIs. After interviews with researchers, investigating the project reports, and analyzing several multidisciplinary VREs or ERIs, we have created a list of requirements for the development of multidisciplinary VRE, contain 9 categories of requirements, namely data identification and citation, data curation, data cataloging, data processing, data optimization, data provenance, collaboration, training, and support, non-functional requirements, security, privacy, trust, and legal requirements. I will explain each of them in the following slides. Data identification and citation requirements define the approaches to provide everlasting and unique references to each research data object. Data curation requirements define the needs of processing to assure the availability and the quality of data objects over the long term. Data cataloging requirements define the needs of easy and quick access to data objects by queries over catalogs. Data processing requirements define the needs of providing computational transformation software on data objects. Data optimization requirements define the needs of providing computational transformation and processing toward desired effects from the viewpoint of data object creator or users. Data provenance requirements define the needs of making notes on the transformation and the computational process on data objects. Collaboration and training support requirements define the needs of providing research collaboration tools and menus for using VRE system. Non-functional requirements define the software performance-related objectives such as usability, stability. Security, privacy, trust, and legal requirements define the needs of system design in compliance with regulations and improvement measures in terms of improving users' overall trust on the VREs. You may find the full requirements specifications on the VRE for ESC websites. We have investigated the implementation of functional requirements in several existing VRE or RI projects. From the table, we can see that many projects have considered data-related requirements, while collaboration requirements are largely ignored. Although the requirements in data-related categories have been covered by many existing VRE projects, the range and the details of specific requirements in each categories are not comprehensively enough for developing a multidisciplinary VRE. Privacy and trust-related requirements have not been identified in these projects. A multidisciplinary VRE is ideally open to any researchers. However, we found many data, software, and computer resources are only known or open to a small research community. Some of the monodisciplinary VRE claim to be openly accessible, but they are actually only open to some researchers due to bureaucratic user registration and approval process. The interoperability of this VRE cannot meet the researchers' demands due to variable maturity level. In addition, researchers do not want to spend much time on learning how to use new software or work in the new online environments. Researchers desire to use a single tool with an easily understandable graphic user interface and plug-and-play features to submit their experiments, tasks, and to monitor status. A powerful workflow engine may help this. In multidisciplinary research, researchers need to combine data from different research domains with interoperable data processing tools. Our research showed that researchers do not want to encounter errors when they put the data in the VRE system. Researchers also expressed their concerns related to the control of their data if shared with other researchers. They want their work and data to be acknowledged and properly referred to when used by others. In general, there remains a big gap in the completeness of requirements fulfilled by the existing monodisciplinary VREs towards multidisciplinary VREs. Multidisciplinary VREs need to be developed in terms of interoperability, a single gateway with an intuitive GUI with easy access to data and computing resources, and in compliance with data protection regulation. To conclude this lecture, we have discussed the requirements for developing a multidisciplinary VRE. We also discussed the requirements differences between the current practice of monodisciplinary VRE and the requirements of developing a multidisciplinary VRE. You may explore the VREs I mentioned in the beginning of this video. You can discuss these requirements with your peers. Thank you.